What up?
Boxtruck, couple, God first, family second, then the money.
What's up, y'all? Christy and Walter from the Boxtruck couple. What's going on, babe?
What's going on?
You ready to talk to the people?
About what?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit today, since we didn't have a load today. I wanted to turn the camera on and talk to drivers a little bit about what happens when they book a load with these brokers. Now, a lot of drivers are booking loads, whether it's off DAT, 123, Truck Stop. There's a lot of load boards, Truck Smarter, or maybe you know a broker that has loads that reaches out to you from time to time. Sometimes when you book a load, the broker will say that your truck has to have a particular kind of floor. And you have aluminum floors in box trucks and you have wood floors. If the broker needs a wood floor and you know your floor is aluminum, don't book that load.
God, why would they do that?
You know, some people I think feel like out of desperation, I go ahead and if I show up, they need a truck, they'll go ahead and load me.
Yeah, but that man said he need
a wooden floor.
Right.
So there's a particular reason. Maybe they use the block and brace method. It could be a number of reasons why they need that particular type of floor. If they say they need E-tracks and you don't have E-tracks, don't book that load.
No, don't waste your time.
No, don't waste your time. It's a waste of time. Sometimes you have
Gonna be a waste of your time and their time.
Yeah. And they're not gonna want to work with you again.
And I don't know about that part, but I know I don't want to waste my time, call.
Yeah.
Man, time is money, man.
Like, who wants to work with somebody they can't depend on to either do what they say they're going to do or have what they say they have? If they tell you you have to have 10 straps or 6 straps or 5 straps and you don't have that amount of straps, don't show up. Get the straps.
Go get some scrap.
Yeah. Make sure you have it. So, one thing that's a big one is dimensions on your truck. Before you start booking loads, when you first get your truck, whether it's a rental truck or whether it's a purchase truck, you should know your dimensions. If you can't remember your dimensions by heart, write them down. Have them handy. Save them in your phone. You have to know your dimensions. You can't guess at it. You can't depend on what the person that sold you the truck says. You should know your dimensions. And when we mean dimensions, baby, it's a few things that they should measure. So what exactly should they measure?
When you open that door up, and that roll-up door goes all the way up, all the way up, and slides in. The opening right there, you should measure that. Don't you got a video about that?
I do. I'll try to find it. 26 and 1, 2, 3.
3 inches, okay.
Yeah.
And then what you say, ain't this point yet, bro? No, sir. Can't go from the bottom. Just step on that. And sis, you can take a picture of it.
You show it 23.
That's at 102.
Yeah, 102.
Yeah, I was wrong.
I mean, it's at 103.
No, it's 103.
Well, no, it's 102 because you got the
103 to the top, and
Oh,
then
gotcha.
you're going to take away from your bracket.
Yeah, the earning is a 90.
Yeah, this is a 96.
Yeah, this is what he was looking for.
Yeah, this is what I run into when I'm booking loads. They're like, well, is it 96? And I'll be like, no. So this will be perfect. I got
Measure that, and if them folks say they need 92 clearance, or they need 96 clearance, I ain't need to go out there with no 92, cause see the stuff that they gonna put on your truck gonna be like 93, 94. So you know you gotta have the right opening. See, you wasting your time, you go out there, man. So you gotta know that stuff. You gotta know what that opening is, and then when you find out what that opening is, you gotta go into the truck where the door roll up and measure from the floor up to the roll-up door and see what that dimension is. You see? And then you gotta go on in where the door stops, where the roll-up door stops right here. Measure from the floor to the top of the ceiling of the truck.
Of the box.
Or the box, yeah, or the box. You know all that stuff right there. And then you wanna, you gotta measure from side to side what, how many feet that is.
The width.
Yeah. And you already should know that, you got 26-foot box truck. It should be 26 from the nose to the opening of the truck. But go ahead on and measure it anyway. So those are the dimensions.
So when you book a load, say for instance on the DAT, and they want to know the clearance, they're talking about from the floor to the opening. Because see, that opening may not be as tall as your ceiling. You may have 92 to the opening and 96 to the ceiling. So you have to measure the opening because that's what your product has to pass through
first
to get inside that truck. So you don't want to guess. You don't want to go by what somebody else says. You want to be sure. Sometimes when you book a load on the rate confirmation, they say that if you don't meet the criteria that you agreed upon when you get there, it could be a fine.
I don't know about that right there.
So you got to read your rate con before you sign it to be sure that you understand all of that. And also, you have to give them correct information because they're not just asking that to be difficult. They're asking because they know the dimensions of the product that's going on their truck and they want to be sure that it's going to be loaded. A lot of times, these loads have a deadline. It's critical whether you're delivering to a new store that has a date they have to open, or they have already made an appointment with the people that are going to install the equipment, or they already have people lined up that they're paying to install and they only have a certain window. So it's crucial that you're honest with the broker when you sign up for the load so that you don't waste anybody's time.
Need to give some accurate information, man. Accurate. Save a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
Whole lot of time, bro.
Yeah.
That was saying. Just save a whole lot of time.
Absolutely, that's real important.
I hate to travel like 100 miles or a day ahead to somewhere like 70 or 80 miles, and I done told them I got a 98 clearance, and I only got a 91 clearance. Then they get there and they can't load the truck cause the product is 94. You see, so
another thing that's crucial is knowing your weight. You can't guess at that either, because see, that could cost you your ability to move that truck. DOT could put you out of compliance. DOT could put you out of commission if you're overweight. So you have to know your weight. If you don't know how to do it, we have 2 videos that'll be here on the screen. But the bottom line is you got to fill that truck up with diesel and go get on the CAT scale. Whatever that truck weighs empty with a full tank, subtract that from your gross vehicle weight. You can find your exact gross vehicle weight on the inside of the driver's door. Don't guess at it. Don't assume it's 26,000 because most commercial vehicles are 26,000 pounds or less. Your GVW could be 25,955 or 25,959 or whatever. Make sure you know what the GVW is for your truck so that you can subtract the amount that the truck weighs from that amount.
So the thing I see, just keep your tape measure inside your truck, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep with your tool, or just grab your tape measure, put it on the inside the truck. And then you can go back there and get the measurement. Ain't need trying to guess at it, cause it's gonna cost you some money.
And see, ain't nobody gonna pay you for going 100 miles to pick up the load and you get there and your truck can't fit it. They're not gonna pay you for that.
No, it don't fit on your truck.
Right. They're not gonna pay you because you didn't have what you said you had.
And they ain't gonna go doing a whole lot of explaining. They're gonna try to move on to see can they find somebody else to get that load.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna tell you, man, it won't fit on your truck, man. We specifically said on this Raycon that it needed to be such and such, and you ain't such and such. Okay, then, so, you know, can you move your truck away from the dock door so we can
find somebody.
We got this other truck finna come in and try to put it on.
Yeah.
And he trying to sit down and try to brain rust with them folk off. They trying to make some money.
Another advantage of having that tape measure on your truck is you can prove if they say you have to have a 92 clearance and you measure and it says 92 and you get there and the product won't fit on your truck, you can prove with your tape measure that your truck weight height is what they require. It's not your fault if the product is taller than what they require, if they put in writing that they need that requirement and you meet it. So it's not just a bad thing, it's a good thing to have that tape measure, because if they say, oh, well, we don't have the ability to measure, but this product won't fit, you can prove to the broker that your truck was the length he said, and that if something is wrong, they have to pay you TONU, which is truck order not used. Okay, they will have to pay you if you met the requirements and the product still didn't fit. So it's important. If you got your DOT compliance binder put together, put your measurements in there so you'll always have them in your truck.
This elementary stuff, though, man. Everybody should know that right now about your truck, man.
But sadly, everybody don't do it.
Everybody should know about your truck, man. You should know about that truck, because that's what that it's about, like me knowing about Herc. I had to look at him and watch him and see when he wants some water, and he makes certain move when he gonna use the bathroom. Then he makes certain move after you move the bathroom. I get to know my dog.
It's about me knowing when he hungry, knowing when he thirsty, knowing when he sleeping, knowing when he mad.
Who you talking about? You can't be talking about me, because see, you can't tell when I'm sleeping. Cause when I look at you and I look at you and you be looking at me, I be like, she trying to figure out I'm sleeping. I ain't sleeping.
But you all get the point. Gotta know your truck.
I ain't mad.
Gotta know your truck, and you gotta be honest about your truck.
I just like to get my revenge.
I don't care how bad you want that load. If they need a 96 clearance and you don't have it, don't try to get that load. It's another load waiting on you.
I'll tell y'all something else y'all need to know. Know them tire sizes. Know the tire sizes, man. Know where to read the tire. If you have a flat tire, you're gonna need to call somebody and ask them to come get you a tire, and you're gonna need to know what number. Know the numbers on your tires. Know the numbers on your tires, man. And do them pre-trip. Check that all.
Yeah.
Check the transmission fluid. Check all that, man. Check it. I'm talking about check it, man. And another thing, man, let your truck warm up before you go pulling on off and all that right down. Especially if it's real cold. If it's real cold, man, let that truck warm up. Let that
anytime, but especially if it's real cold, right?
Let that heater come on. See that heat blowing. All that stuff right there, man. Check when you drop a load. When you drop a load, come home, sit for a few days. Shoot, open the back of that truck up and see what's going on in the back of that box.
On the inside?
Yeah, because your jack, your pallet jack could have been on came off your chunk. Anything, man. Then you ride and then that thing, woo. All of a sudden you got a big old hole in the side of your vehicle, or some broken stuff going on back there. But gotta treat that truck, man, about like you treat your wife.
Well, after it rains,
you gotta know. Watch them.
After it rains, do you check the inside of the truck to make sure it's not leaking? Do you ever do that?
No. Why would I do that? Because if it raining, it's gonna be leaking. You gonna say it. That country. I went up there and smoothed some of that stuff out. Some of that, I took care of some spots up there he had. But, it started back leaking again. It sprung some leaks somewhere else. And, I think he got some then put the sun on, baked the top of it. You know what I mean? Just baked it, been on it, and baked it, made it so thin. Well, when he rides, sometimes it might move up and down, and it'll crack in a different spot. So when he rides, sometimes You know, he said even after we had did it, it did okay. But after a while, you know, he said he seen some water coming from somewhere else, a leak somewhere else. And we went up there and looked at, sprung a leak somewhere else. So, so what was the question you asked me?
You were talking about how you should check the truck after you done come in from a load. Maybe the next day go out and check the back of the truck to make sure no mishaps. I said, after it rains, do you check to see if you have any leaks or anything?
Well, you're gonna know about that anyway. But another thing you probably want to check is that you know, when you riding, just don't ride, man. Look at them temperature gauges and stuff like that. Look at them gauges, man. I'm telling you, it can help you out. You'll see that thing before it get red hot. For your truck run hot, you can see the hand moving up. You'll see it moving up like that. It's supposed to be right there. The joke be moving on over there to the hot thing, and you be riding it. You could be done did some damage to your truck, so you got to be on top of that truck, man.
You gotta pay attention.
Them big guys, them
semi drivers,
big truck drivers, man. They take care of their truck, man, cause that they livelihood. They take care of their truck now. Brakes, all that stuff. Woo, it's a job.
It's a job. So make sure you're taking care of your truck. Paying attention to your truck.
I'm a little rough on this one right here, but y'all get the picture, man. Take care of your truck.
All right, so anything else?
That's it.
All right, so that's gonna about do it for this video. Hope you got some helpful tips out of it. Make sure you're paying attention to your truck. It's gonna last longer, y'all.
Don't book something that you know you can't carry.
Right.
Hoping that you can.
Period. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Money. It gonna cost you some money. Y'all be safe, man.
We took some L's but still prevailed, I'm blessed, I ain't stressed. A lot of signs you gotta peep on this road to success. Got heavy eyes cause I don't sleep, I'm on the road to that check. Got blood in my flesh, run it up to invest. I cut some people off, we had to level up, ain't letting up. Box truck couple, they can't mess with us.